Hello everyone. In response to some recent questions that supporters would like to ask Stephen, I spoke to him this week and here are his replies. I trust you enjoy them. Hey Steve, it's your friend Mark here. It's always great to speak with you, and I've got a bunch of questions from supporters who'd like to ask you a few things. We said to them if they had the chance to have one question to ask you, what would they say? And I've got hundreds of questions actually, so I'm just going to choose a few of these, and over our chats in the future I'll add some more questions in and we'll get your answers. So would you be happy to answer those sorts of questions?
Yeah, that'd be no problem.
Okay.
I'd like to answer all my supporters.
Oh, that'd be great. Hey, this one, I know this first question you'll enjoy. This comes from a lady called Pamela, and she says, "Hi, Stephen. Do you like to fish? Where is the one place you would love to go fishing?"
That's a good question. Probably in a good lake where there's a lot of good fish. I know there's a place up in Canada that I seen on TV. That's some nice fishing, so that'd be a good spot.
So you reckon Canada would be a good start?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some nice big ones.
Sounds good. Sounds good. This next question is from Julia. Julia asks, Stephen, what is your dream vacation when you're set free?
Somewhere where it's nice, up in the woods by a lake. Maybe a different country where I can relax and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Which I never really think about which one I want to go by. Australia would be probably number one. And then after that, it's, we'll have to take our pick. I want to join all of them, so.
Yeah, okay. I guess some of us forget, Steve. I mean, you don't, but, you've pretty much spent your whole life incarcerated and not being able to do things. So having choices to do things is not something you're familiar with.
Oh, no, because, I got, 18 years in at first, and then now I've got 16 in now, and, I can't make no choices.
No.
They make the choices for me. So, and it'd be nice to make my choices and go wherever I want, Go see every country, go see all my supporters, and, so they don't have to come to me, I can go to them.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yep.
Have a little roast out, join everybody.
Yeah, that'd be fabulous, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve, the next question is from a supporter named Lydia. She asks, which is a really lovely question, she asks, how are you doing after your mum's death? How are you going?
Yeah, some days, I got my bad days, but, my mother's been here since she died.
Yes. You must get a lot of
I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk to her every morning and every night and during the day.
It must be a lot of comfort, Steve, to have her around you, and to give you that encouragement to keep on fighting.
Oh yeah, she keeps me going most of the time.
Yep. She's definitely.
Yeah, if I didn't have her here, then I don't know, I'd have a hard time more.
Yep.
I know she's here. I can feel her. and by this one picture, she gives me signs in that picture, so that keeps me going every day.
Yeah, that's really special.
Well, she's a special woman.
She is indeed. I'm fortunate enough to have met her many times and travelled with her as well down to visit you, so I know exactly what you mean when you say that Dolores was a special woman and a wonderful mother to you. So.
Oh yeah, the best.
Yep.
She always came up to see me when I did my 18 years and everything.
Yep.
Very good mother.
Indeed. Now here's a little sort of cheeky question from Carrie, and Carrie asks, if when you get your freedom, if you were able to change the name of the town Manitowoc to another name, what would you call it?
I'd have to change it to Avery's County.
Avery County, yeah, I'm sure that'll be popular.
Yeah, Avery's County.
Okay. and
you can't name it Manitowoc no more.
No. Yeah. It's a shame, but I often think about the town itself, obviously in any place there are good people and not good people, and the bad people, in this case, the bad law enforcement people, really gave that town a really bad reputation, but, it's up to the people to change it by speaking out, so...
They're the only ones can change it, Get them with a camera, auto video, so it's all recorded.
Yep.
And put it right on the internet. That way they don't have to save it. The internet will save it.
Yes.
Everybody who works for the state have to have a camera, auto and video.
Yep.
And then you won't have no corruption. There won't be no setting up and disrespect and all of that, and threaten people. That would stop all of that.
Yes, I agree. Yep.
Now, then they couldn't shut them off or nothing. Once they got them on, his day's done, so their shift is done.
Yep. Hey, Steve, I've got another question here for you from Laurie. It's an interesting question. I think Laurie is a lady. It might be a man, I'm not sure. But Laurie says, would you like to talk to Brendan sometime? And is it difficult that you can't? And are you very proud of him for staying so strong?
Well, no, I'm not mad at him. Well, the cops threatened him, and convinced him and everything else, so it's not his fault. And, yeah, I would like to talk to him. I don't know. You can't hold a grudge for something, he was a kid, didn't know nothing. I think, he might have heard something, or they were talking about it or something. They picked out the weak.
Yeah, that's right. And
the lawyers didn't protect them.
All calls other than properly placed. Attorney's calls may be monitored and recorded.
I think.
Because he's a good kid, because he used to help me and work on cars and that. If I tell him what to do, he'd do it, and he did a good job.
Yeah, I've spoken to Brendan just briefly a couple of times, and obviously I hear a lot from other supporters who do know him well. He seems to me to be a really fine young man, and has done well to stay strong during this time for him in prison. So I'm sure when all this is said and done, you two will remain extremely close because of the shared experience.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna let this wreck our friendship or nothing else.
No, of course not.
Because he was always there for me out there and helped me and all of that.
Yep.
he spent a couple nights on the weekend, with me. So it was good. I was happy to have him around.
Yeah, he seems a really good boy. He always seems to me to be a really loving and caring and compassionate young man, and always wanting to do the right thing. Okay, Steve, I've got a question. This is an interesting one for you from a supporter named Erin, and Erin asks, if you were given $10,000 and a plane ticket to anywhere you want to go when you get out, but you only have 24 hours to spend the money and enjoy your vacation, where would you go and what would you do? So you've got $10,000, a plane ticket, you've got 24 hours to spend it. Where would you go and what would you do?
That's a good question. I'd have to go wherever there is a nice beach and a lot of people around and just enjoy myself, motel or a house, cabin or whatever. So I sit there and watch everybody and have a couple, drinks, relax.
I reckon you could have a couple. You could have a couple for $10,000, mate. So.
Oh yeah. I don't even think I could spend it.
No.
No, unless I spend it foolish,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'd have to maybe buy some gifts, to take back with me.
Yeah.
Like for my daddy and maybe my kids and dads.
Yes, as I was saying before, I mean, we tend to forget that you haven't had the chance to have choices in your life. So, having to make a choice over something like this is a lot harder than it might be for someone who hasn't been in prison for a long period of time.
It's hard to make a choice when you don't know if you can do them choices.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
No, if you got a life, then you can know that you can make them decisions right away.
Mm-hmm.
And where you want to take a trip,
Yes.
You see, watch TV, you see on the travel, history and all of that, and, most of them countries look real nice, so you'd like to go there, But, you got to put it in my mind, I ain't got that option.
No, exactly.
No. So you gotta think just twice when you're free and you can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get on a plane. I don't know how I'm gonna get on a plane. I've never been on a plane before.
I've got to see that. That's got to be fun. So.
Yeah.
Just see your reaction as it roars down the runway. So, yeah. Hey, I've got a few more questions. This particular question, a lot of people ask, and so I'll mention one person, but it's asked by a lot of people, and this particular person comes from France, and their name is Corinne, C-O-R-I-N, Corinne, and asks, how do you maintain your strength and strong will? How do you maintain that against all that you've been put up with?
Well, some days it's not easy. And some days, you got to put your mind to, you got to find a way that you got to stay strong because you got to try to get these people who did this to you, and you want them on the office and have consequences and put them in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So you fight more to think how you can put these in jail so this don't happen to nobody else in this country and in the world. there's got to be consequences to these people. And it makes me stronger than with these lawyers and everything else. They got to do their jobs all the time, not just throw it away, so you got to fight and put the pressure on lawyers so they can do their job so this stuff don't happen.
So would it be fair to say that your determination to fight for your innocence and also to get the truth is what gives you your strength?
Oh yeah. It's all about the truth.
Yeah.
Once the truth, then everything breaks open.
Yeah.
Comes out.
Yep.
Just like I did my 18 years. When
Cool.
I did my 18 years, it was the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a few questions to Stephen and his very candid answers. I hope to have some further questions for him in the days ahead. And thank you for listening. Stephen truly values all your support.